All right. It's good, Kinder. When are we leaving to Miami? Tomorrow. This was such a weird break off. They were playing for us to like be super aggressive on the halls or something. Like they double child these closed windows. One guy on each outer lane, one rock and one like towards B control. Loss was tough yesterday, but honestly should have closed it out. How's the morale for the boys? I mean, it's good. Honestly, they knew that it was super winnable. They had a good comeback in the search, and then we pushed it to round 11. Unfortunately, probably should have won the round 11, but there was a miscomm within it, and there was it was a weird situation once the streak came out. So that kind of sucked, but it felt like like once we got the bomb down, it should have been our win for sure. And then the vault control was, or the vault hardpoint was fucking, that should have been ours. There were so many like chances for us to get more points. Both the first P4 and the second P4, we get the first wave on them, and they're still able to break and get like a good 20 to 25 on each of them. And if they don't do that on either of them, it's the game. And the last P4, obviously, we're holding the spawns the whole time, and then first wave they end up breaking. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but. And went rogue round 11. It was based off of a comm, like a miscomm. We'll talk about it. I'm not gonna break down the whole search, but I'll break down the round 11 for you guys. That's the biggest thing. You guys don't know what's like going on like in the comms and stuff, so you're just like, oh, he made a brain dead play, or it's like, oh, he went rogue, but it's based on information that we have. But this hard point was really good. I actually really like how we played this Hossie. No game audio, good looks. Why the fuck does it keep doing that? I'm capturing Chrome in my OBS. Every time I open up a new OBS or new Chrome window, I have to do it again. I guess so. That's fucking whack. But we should have it now. It might be too loud. Tell me if it's too loud or not, or if it's good. Optic always has miscomms. Are they brain dead? I should time you out for that, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, OpTic trying to work the flank via water side, and at that stage it just puts you at a disadvantage.
How are scrims going into this match? Good. But again, scrims aren't anything to put any like. I don't want to say you don't put anything into it, but I hate this whole scrim shit and scrim champions, whatever. It's like, yeah, we're doing well in scrims, but if we don't do it in the match, it doesn't fucking matter, you know? Because there is weight to scrims. Like, if you're getting shit on in the scrims every time, you're most likely not going to do well in the matches. But just because you do well in them doesn't necessarily mean you'll do well in the match too. But honestly, I thought we made like a lot of improvements this week going into this match, specifically in Hardpoint. It just sucks we couldn't close the vault out. I felt we were in the control of that game the whole fucking map.
Contest is done. Last two remaining members of FaZe are upstairs.
No YouTube stream? Oh shit, I forgot to do the co-stream thing for this one. My bad. I will maybe I'll upload this whole VOD to YouTube just so you guys don't miss out. If anyone wants to watch on YouTube.
Pushing that front line as far forward as you can. Spawns for FaZe in the back line now is a bit of a pinch developing, but no way this develops into anything more than that. Good stuff, OpTic. Yeah, it just feels like FaZe is a little toothless right now. Every single time we're seeing the gunfights come forward, we're seeing OpTic manage to find 3-4 in a row without really much of an answer. So FaZe warming into this one ever so slowly at this moment in time. Texas all the way.
That was a really good play by Ant.
He's read that so well, and there again,
big for the rotation.
For the side of Atlanta FaZe, not much bite So that side so far, OpTic's is in a really nice spot. P4 rotations in, you broke to P3. It's all looking
IDK, how it's hard for OpTic to hold a P4 in vault. Yeah, I mean, we did a good job in the first wave for each of them, except the last one. But the first two, the first wave was fine. That's the annoying part. It's like we did the hard part where it's like, get the first wave, now you know where they're all coming from. It's the second wave that fucked us in the first two. And then the last one, yeah, we probably could have played tighter or something going into that last one. It was weird because Ant was caught in like no man's land, and then he died on the truck, and that kind of fucked up a lot of things. But then, yeah, routing wise, we could have been better on it. But it should have been shut out before that. The first two P4s were should have been full holds after we get the first wave on each of them.
Heading into a second rotation. FaZe got a lot of work to do. Guns are just not firing right now. Sky is dicing and BZ up as well.
JP, why did that guy spawn well? Which guy?
Going for a second longer. The Skies and Hook break the hard point. Wide open again.
This guy?
Run. OpTic are back in control.
Because where we're at on time. We get a 4 down and we have 2 people pushed out like their side time.
What a run. OpTic are back in control.
It was weird, but yeah, it's technically it's basically saying like we're like after we get this kill, it's like we're blocking this Lambo spawn. That's the general gist of it. Then see they exit. Now we don't have people on their side time, and Lambo's back open.
OpTic are back in control. I mean, nobody wants to hold a hill right now. OpTic Texas will find a way through. It is sometimes difficult. You're coming in off the stagger, and Hook finding guns.
So close this weekend, gotta feel good going to winners bracket. I mean, yeah, at least we made winners bracket, but everyone was looking to obviously win the match. We've basically kept the impression the entire time that like we had to win the match to make winners, even though technically Falcons losing made it so that we made winners anyways. I don't like going to the match and telling them that like they've already made it. That makes no sense to me. There's no like benefit to that mentality. I feel like you do better with the pressure on you. If you block Boat and Lambo, do they spawn well? Yeah, basically. That's just like Hardpoint spawns 101. 2 close spawns and then outside spawns like this. If you block both close ones, they're gonna spawn the deeper one.
As well, P1 is treating FaZe very well for now, as they've got the P2 control in this back pocket just in case. But on board with Shotzi in a second, as he will go toe to toe with King Cobra. A very difficult fight indeed, as he managed to slither his way across that lobby for a big set of kills. Hardpoint, oh dear, might go the way of OpTic for now, but look at number 5 again. Hook has managed to find.
I feel like we had much better teamwork than this match, than the match before. I agree. Again, I think we worked a lot in practice on some teamwork stuff, and it looked a lot better in these matches. It's just unfortunate we couldn't close out in those clutch moments. Because again, I feel like we had the control the entire time and on Vault Hardpoint.
Set them up for a lot of success, and we'll put them within touching distance. Sally him on a 6 spree over towards the backside, making it now 7. FaZe not inside the point though. Kills going down towards the water side.
This is a huge one by Brandon. I don't know how he wins that.
Hold on. Well, they're holding as best they can, and OpTic have managed to get themselves in a really good position here to get the break and manage to get this hardpoint time again, folks. Let's go for a quick listening with the green team.
Did you watch any of the Halo Major? What insane loser bracket run? Yeah, I was watching their matches when we could. Obviously not when we were playing, but whenever I could, I was watching their matches. How do you focus on teamwork? You focus on comms. You focus on doing shit together. You focus on working off of each other based on what other people are doing. I told you last week our biggest issue was comms, and that was like a big focus going into this weekend. I thought the comms were good this match. It's just unfortunate, like the situations. Like there was one miscomm, but that was in a search. I'm talking more about comms in a respawn. And it wasn't like a miscomm in terms of like we weren't comming it or we weren't listening or whatever. It was just like we thought we had the information on them X place, but they had moved or whatever.
pots. At least pots.
Yeah, he's enter time simp. Enter time simp.
Watch out, enter time. Time on me, absolute simp. You go lobbing him.
Plant throw.
You guys go. I'll go shift.
Spot there. I got a fence.
It's gonna be dark, look.
He's on me.
Yeah.
He's inner. On the box. On the
On the
box.
box, Max, good shit. Take your time on this fucking break. This is
Go,
every, okay?
go.
You guys want to go open?
They spot out,
I'm down to pinch their closing shit because it once.
Yo,
once
one are
PG.
open. Are open. We should just bang our side, bro. No bullshit.
Down. You wanna go?
Yeah, let's go through our
Open,
side.
son.
I'm gonna help Kyler. I'm gonna help. Nice, good shit. I'm going your side.
No,
I'm going your side.
open. Oh, easy. He's still there. He ran in con.
Anytime. They need me outside.
Yeah, pitching their side open.
Oh, wait
I
for
said this
Brandon. I need time.
He's shooting rocks.
I said one in there. Drop this.
Yo, what's the
What was his movement? I thought Brandon had a free one once he pinched this.
He's shooting rocks.
I said one in there.
That was insane.
Tag out.
Two open.
I go in. Are in it.
Watch out. Drop.
That's good shit.
I'm absolute.
He's laying down.
A good break on the front side.
Economy.
Yeah,
Good trades.
Close. No one there. Big Lambo. There's two Lambos.
I stun him.
They're checkers.
I've opened.
Can someone explain to me what is inner and outer in comms? So for P3 Hasi, inner. Oh wait, I don't have the zoomed in thing for you guys. 1 second. Let me get this. There we go. Inner is like this side of P3. Outer is the other side. So like outer fence, inner fence. That's what they mean with inner and outer. Same thing. I guess you could say the same thing with P4. This is inner, and this is outer P4. Skyline P3 as well, yeah. There's a lot of hills with like inner outer. Just think of it like inside of the map and outside the map.
Another decisive 4 down and over 200 points we go for OpTic's here on Hasi Enderton. Just find a break after break. They're doing so well in these.
Do you think the comms are better this match? Yes.
Kind of trades just not come through for the side of FaZe right now. OpTic's are brute forcing their way in, and FaZe are really struggling.
I think the comms were better.
Heading into a third rotation.
Again,
the lead is pretty much
I thought we were in control of the entire map 4 and few situations kind of screwed us over.
But P2 again, it is coming down to it still. This is very much an Atlanta FaZe who can find a 60-second hill over towards P2 very, very quickly. We got 30 seconds of P1 to navigate, and right now OpTic's again, it's fallen down every single time.
Oh well, I just wish Vault was designed a little different, like the buildings and the routes you take. It just isn't a good map. Yeah, I mean, I just don't think it's a good competitive map in general, just because of maybe if they switch the hills or something. But I don't like that there's 2 money hills and 2 hills that are like super contest heavy that are just like fake hills going into the money hills, if that makes sense. Maybe that's just me.
Masterclass in effect, and the takeover is there.
But don't get me wrong, it's still probably better than half of these other maps. It's just all the maps are mid. If it's not Hasi, it's mid. What's good, Jalen?
Another Skies has had a wonderful game, and he's the one just holding it down the hill. 10 seconds away for FaZe, for the side of OpTic's Texas. This is it for FaZe. You are done, lads. Wow, what an opener. OpTic have come out of Hasi and they have slashed their way through competition. The contest was done for a second, and a roar.
So it was a good hard point, Hasi.